Tom Holland is the first actor to take on the role of Spider-Man who grew up watching the character on the big screen. In fact, he even had Spider-Man pajamas as a little boy. He beat out Timothée Chalamet, Charlie Plummer, Judah Lewis, Matt Linst, and Charlie Rowe for the role of Spider-Man. He was 19 years old at the time he was announced by Marvel for the role, making him the first actual teenager to play the part. Not to mention, his Marvel Universe salary went all the way up to nearly $5 million for this most recent entry alone. So for those of you who are just starting to follow Tom Holland, or you want to know more about his lavish lifestyle, celebrity girlfriends, where he lives when he's not filming movies, how he got his big break, and the intimate details about his rise to fame, well, here we go. Welcome back to Famous Life. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thomas Stanley Holland was born on June 1st, 1996 in Kingston upon Thames, England. The oldest of 4 boys, he was born into an artistic family. Mom Nicola is a photographer, and Dad Dominic is a stand-up comedian and an author. His paternal grandparents were from the Isle of Man and Ireland, respectively. Tom attended Donhead Prep School. Then, after having a successful 11+ exam, he became a pupil at Wimbledon College. Having successfully completed his GCSEs in September 2012, Tom started a 2-year course in the Brit School for Performing Arts and Technology, notable for its numerous famous alumni, which include Adele, Leona Lewis, Amy Winehouse, and more. Holland began attending hip-hop dance classes at the Nifty Feet Dance Studio, whose owner, Lynn Page, helped choreograph the hit movie Billy Elliot. After Holland's class performed at the 2006 Richmond Dance Festival, Page was convinced to send Tom to audition for Billy Elliot the Musical. With no formal training in ballet or drama, Holland failed to impress most of the talent evaluators at the audition. However, he did impress Billy Elliot director Stephen Daldry, who loved Holland's natural performing ability and stage presence. Following 2 years of ballet lessons, Holland debuted with the West End production in June 2008 as Billy's best friend Michael. He soon slid into the starring role and wowed audiences with his acrobatic ability until his final performance in May 2010. Not long after hanging up his dance shoes for Billy Elliot, Holland was tapped to voice the character of Show for the British version of the animated The Secret World of Variety in 2010. However, it was his performance in The Impossible in 2012 that firmly established him as one of the industry's promising young talents. Based on a true account of the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004, Holland shined as an adolescent who tends to his injured mother, played by Naomi Watts, as he searches for his missing father, played by Ewan McGregor, which garnered young Tom an array of award nominations. Following a turn in the drama How I Live Now in 2013, Holland landed a supporting part in the 2015 BBC historical miniseries Wolf Hall. Shortly afterward, his path to global stardom was launched with the announcement that he would take over the role of Peter Parker for the latest reboot of Spider-Man. Unlike his predecessors Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, who were in their mid to late 20s when tapped for Spidey, the 19-year-old Holland was much closer in age to Peter Parker's troubled high school student turned superhero. In the spring of 2016, Holland made his debut as Spider-Man in Captain America: Civil War. Despite limited screen time, he drew strong reviews for his version of the iconic web slinger, paving the way for his anticipated and well-received performance in 2017's Spider-Man: Homecoming. Holland then reprised his superhero role in the ensemble blockbusters Avengers: Infinity War in 2018 and Avengers: Endgame in 2019, before adding the next chapter to his character's story with Spider-Man: Far From Home in 2019 and Spider-Man: No Way Home in 2021. A few years ago, when Tom was finally ready to strike out and buy his own home, it wasn't a process that happened quickly. In fact, according to Tom, it took him about 2 years of searching for him to find the perfect place. And the crazy thing? The apartment he ended up buying was located in the very same borough that he grew up. In fact, it's only a short walk from his parents' place where he spent his entire life to this point. Tom spent the 2020 pandemic locked up at home like the rest of us, but quickly got back to work filming No Way Home. With filming taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, Tom moved him and his brothers to a rental house in Georgia where they've been staying since September. And on his off days, he does pretty much what he used to do back home in Thames, have a few drinks with his family. But he did pick up a few new hobbies outside of playing video games and likes to hit up the local golf club to smack some balls around during his downtime. With a net worth of $18 million, I think it's safe to say Tom Holland is already set for life. Thanks for checking out this video, subscribe if you're new here, and leave a comment for who you'd like us to feature next.